The 36 Sermons of Vivec. Sermon 34. Then Vivec left the ministry of truth, and went back to the space that was not a space. From the provisional house he looked into the middle world to find the 8th and final and mightiest monster, called Gulga Morgil, and more. The wise must look elsewhere for the sting of power. Vivec called to his side the Horator, and this was the first time that Nerevar had ever been to the provisional house. He had the same vision that Vivec had so many years ago, that of the two-headed ruling king. Who is that? He wondered. Vivec said, the red jewel of conquest. Nerevar, perhaps, because he was frightened, became vexed by his lord's answer. Why are you always so evasive? Vivec told the Horator that to be otherwise was to betray his nature. Together they moved into the middle world, to a village near where Vivec had been found by Am and Set. The 8th monster was there, but he did not act much like a monster. He sat with his legs in the ocean, and with a troubled look on his face. When he saw his mother-father, why he should have to die and return to oblivion. Vivec told the 8th monster that to be otherwise was to betray his nature. Since this did not seem to satisfy the monster, Vivec still had a touch of Am's mercy. He said, the fire is mine, let it consume thee, and make a secret door at the altar of Pandame, in the house of Boeth-Hiah, where we become safe and looked after. The monster accepted Muatra with a peaceful look, and his bones became the foundations for the city of the dead, Anon Narsis. Nerevar put away his axe, which he had at the ready, and frowned. Why? He said. Did you ask me to come if you knew the 8th monster would give in so easily? Vivec looked at the Horator for a long time. Nerevar understood. Do not betray your nature. Answer as you will. Vivec said, I brought you here because I knew the mightiest of my issue would succumb to Muatra without argument, if only I gave him consolation first. Nerevar looked at Vivec for a long time. Vivec understood. Say the words, Horator. Nerevar said, Now I am the mightiest of your children. Let this sermon be consolation to those who read it that are destined to die. The ending of the words is Alm Sivi.